Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I am going to show you how we can clean up the data and how we can segregate the values from this data using simple Excel formulas. So right now I have here a list of 14,000 rows of data which are basically a sample data of entire bank statements. This is a sample data to to get this criteria executed successfully. So the criteria is we have to segregate the account number, amount number, and debit and credit values from this entire data. So let's get started and see how we can segregate these values from this data. So, so before doing starting the execution, let's understand the data first. So here in this row we have the first value is the amount number. So this is the sorry this is the account number, and this is the account name, and this is the amount, and this is the credit and debit values. So if you keenly observe here, we have a space between the cell and the account number, right? There is a space between here between these values. But in the first row we don't have any space. But from the second row onwards we have spaces in the first the space between the first row, the first column, the first row. So in order to remove the spaces and uh, before applying the formulas in Excel, we have this common feature which is called data validation tool. First, let's try the tool and see how we can segment the values here. So without this is an unformatted data. So using this unformatted data, let's see how if we can segment the values or not. So to let's start with by selecting the values, Control Shift and down arrow, and Control backspace to go up. Now if we go to data here and click on text to columns, here we have delimited and fixed width. We have to select delimited as an option and click on next, and click on space. Now if you observe here, the first account number is on the column number 1 and the remaining account numbers are in the column number 2. So this clearly says that this data is unstructured data, right? So to make this a structured data, we have to clean up the spaces which are there in the starting of the rows. So to clean up the spaces, we have to use a formula called trim. So remove spaces. So the formula is trim. So let's use this trim formula to clean up the spaces from the starting of the rows. Is equal to trim. Open the bracket, select the first row, close the bracket, and click on enter. Now the first row seems to be same. There is no change in the row, right? Because we don't have any spaces in the first row. Now let's look at the other rows. Now I'll double click this option, and if you observe the second row, the space got removed. So till 14,000, all the spaces got removed here, right? So this trim formula has removed all the spaces now. Now that we have removed the spaces, let's now let's apply this option once again, the text to columns option once again. Now let's do the data validation once again by selecting the data, control backspace to go up and hit on text to columns. Now, now we got another problem here. Now Excel has identified that there is a formula behind these values, right? So if I click on next again, we will see the same formulas appearing. So with these formulas, we can't do the data validation, right? We can't segment this data. So so now we have to remove this formula from this entire 14,000 data. So in order to remove that formula, we have a shortcut method in Excel. So the shortcut key is Alt plus ESV is the shortcut command to remove the formulas from this entire data. So so now we have to remove this trim formula. So let's apply this shortcut key now to this entire data. So before applying the shortcut, we have to select the entire data, copy the data, and then click on now after copying the data, we have to click on ESV. So after clicking on Alt plus ESV, this pop-up will appear. In this paste special pop-up, we have to choose values as the option and click on OK. Now if you observe here, the formula has disappeared. The trim formula has disappeared, right? So now let's try and apply this text to columns option to segregate the account number first. So our first criteria is to segregate the account number, right? So let's do that first. Now once again Control Shift down to select the values and click on text to columns. Here again click on next and click on sorry sorry so to segregate the account number, we have to first understand how many characters are there in the account number. So currently we have 9 characters in the account number. So how many characters? 9 characters we have in the account number. And where is the account number located in this rows? So the account number is on the left side of the row, right? It is on the left side of the row. So let's apply a simple formula to segregate account number from this data. So the formula is LEFT. So it is a simple formula. So let's apply the formula now. LEFT, open bracket. So let's select this row first, comma the number of characters. So as we mentioned, there are 9 characters in this account number, right? So let's enter 9, close the bracket and hit enter. Now if you observe, the account number got segregated from this row, right? In the same way, let's click and drag so that the formula gets applied to the remaining rows as well. Now if you want to verify, we can verify any one row. So let's verify this one row, 21633357778, right? So the values are correct. So now here we got the account value. Now in the same way, let's segregate the amount value here. So, to in order to segregate the amount value, once again go to so let's understand so the common value here. So here we have to only segregate the amount, not the dollar sign. So the dollar sign need to be eliminated, right? It should be eliminated from the data. So let's eliminate the dollar sign from this entire data and only segregate this value, right? Do that, select the entire data, control backspace to go up, again go to text to columns, select the delimited option, go to next and click on unselect the space option and click on other option, and in this box we have to insert dollar option. So observe here, if I enter dollar option here, see how the values get separated. So I'm entering the dollar sign and now you can see the values got separated, right? So now click on next and now select this option, do not import column, skip. Now we have to skip this column so because we already have this data here, right? So we have to skip this column and this destination, we have to change this destination from B column to D column and click enter, and now click on finish. Now if you observe here, we have successfully segmented the cost value amount as well. So we have successfully segmented amount from this data, right? Now the second step is also done. Now we have to segregate dr and cr values from this data. So in order to do that, once again control shift down to select these values, control backspace to go up, again click on text to columns, then select on delimited, go to next, and now here we have to select other and select space and now you can click on finish. You can no need of going to the next step, you can directly click on finish. Now if you observe, we have successfully segmented the cr and dr values as well. So this is how you can do this segmentation and segregation from individual segregation from this entire entire data. So this is one way of doing, one way of segmenting or segregating the data, right? So I will show you another simple way, simple and easy way. So this is a bit lengthy way of segmenting the data. So we have used around 3 to 4 formulas to segment these three columns, right? These three columns of data. Now I will show you the easiest way to do the segmentation of these three values. So in order to do that, I have to remove this. I'm deleting this entire data, and let's understand this concept in Excel, which is called flash fill. So what is flash fill? So flash fill is a AI based command in Excel, is an AI based command. So flash fill is an AI based command. So what does this flash fill helps? How this flash fill command helps? So uh, so let's take account number as our option now. So let's take account number as our option here. So we have to command Excel that we want similar account numbers in the rest of the other values. So let's see how this works. So uh, for to give Excel the command, I am entering the first account number, which is 200,684,165 is the first account number here, right? So now I have given Excel the command that I want the same account numbers to be replaced in this all the cells. So this account number should get replaced in these cells. So in order to execute that command, we have to use this flash fill option. So what is the shortcut key for the flash fill is, so the shortcut key is Control plus E. So if I enter Control E, so Excel will dynamically pull all the account numbers, whatever we have here in this data, it will automatically pull out the account numbers individually and it will showcase in the cells. So if you observe, entire 14,000 rows have got filled up with this account values. See how easy and simple this option is. So let's verify one account number. So 202,649,638 is the account number and it is absolutely correct, right? So in that way we can use this flash fill option to segregate the values. Now we have segregated the account number. Now let's segregate the amount number here. Now once again I'm giving the first amount number here, which is 10,065.49, and now I'm again pressing Ctrl E. That's it. Excel will do the remaining steps for you. And now let's verify one value here. So let's verify this value. 43,617.12 is the cost. So this cost and this amount are matched, right? So this has also got segmented. Now we have successfully segmented the amount as well. So amount value has also been segmented. Now the last segmentation is CR and DR. Now let's do that. Now what is the last thing? CR, right? Now let's type CR and enter Control E. Now you see all the CR and DR values have also been segregated successfully. So this is how we can do the segmenting options and segregating options in Excel using flash fill option and using Control E command. So this icon is called flash fill in Excel, which you can get it from here from the data tools. You can find this option here. So in the first method we have seen how to segment account number, amount and CR values using this 3 to 4 formulas, right? But in the second method we have used only Control plus E and flash fill AI based option to segment this values in just 5 minutes. So this process is bit time taking, but this is only we can do it in just 1 minute. So this is how you can segment the values individually using this entire data from this formulas. I hope you have understood the segmentation and the data cleaning process. If you have any questions, comment below. I will respond to your queries. Thank you.